Ba-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Ooh, ooh. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, that's my intro. Julie and I were just singing that a few minutes ago. And yeah, it's stuck in my head as always. Hello, everybody. I am Natalie Diaz, founder of Twiniversity, Big Cheese, and author of a little book called What to Do When You're Having Two. Hi, AJ, everybody. I am so excited that you're here today. Every once in a while, we jump online and we talk about Dr. Brown's. Now, if you guys don't know, since the dawn of time, Dr. Brown's has been a partner of ours, and they have been one of my all-time favorites. They were exclusively who my twins used when they were super tiny, and now I get to keep spreading the word with you guys. So hi everybody, we're gonna give away prizes, we're gonna talk about hacks. I love that all my friends and family are joining us today. Marnie, guys, did you see when I was talking to Marnie last week in Texas? How crazy is that? So I've straightened up my house a little smidge. I've put in some Dr. Brown's goodies behind me. Maybe I should like angle this up a teeny tiny bit. What do we think? How do we like my new tiles from the kids? So those are the mixed tiles. Laura and I are a little obsessed with them. I buy them and I have them all over my house. They are a little pricey, I will tell you the truth. So I'm just saying, I don't know if they're for everybody. They come out to like $9 a tile, which I think, I don't know, considering how much I love them, I think it's worth it. I should get one that says Twiniversity, right? Or one that says Dr. Brown's. I should totally do that. Julie, we should do that. So guys, we are talking about hacks today. We're talking about tips today. We're giving away prizes today. First of all, I would love thumbs up, hearts. I want to know that you could see me okay and you could hear me okay. Since I'm using my phone, I do have the cord attached to my phone, but I don't have my mic on. Do I need my mic or are we okay? So thummies ups, hearts. I like the hearts too. Ha-ha-ha's are always good. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? Okay, good. I'm glad I checked. I'm wearing new lipstick today. It's different than I typically wear. Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked. So we're gonna be giving away prizes a lot. So if, oh my gosh, somebody's using the pump. If you guys are using Dr. Brains, that's what I need, guys. That should be on the Wizard of Oz. It should be Dr. Brains. If you're using Dr. Brown's bottles right now, let us know, give us your tips. We actually have a lot of tips that we're gonna talk about today. When Julie and I were putting this together, I had like, you know, my standard tips that I use. And then, I don't know, we kept coming up with more and more and more. So we came up with a lot. And I think we have I think we have like 15 tips. It's pretty cray-cray. So first of all, what I want to do for you guys that don't know, these are Dr. Brown's bottles. Take a look at them. I know I should have gotten a manicure. Let's pretend that it looks nice. Thank you. My husband put this in my stocking. I think he's trying to tell me that he wants me to wear more vibrant lipsticks for those of you that are mentioning my lipsticks. So this is the Dr. Brown's bottle, and why it is so unique is because it has this venting system that is in the center. Now this venting system gets rid of a lot of air that is in here, makes it easier for our babies to drink out of it, less issues, especially with colic. They do make a preemie bottle. It's one of the only companies that makes a preemie bottle. And the other thing that we really love, well, they're so different now. And I just went, like when I was in Houston with Crystal last week, we went to a store and we were looking at these bottles. I can't believe that they're still they're still selling the Dr. Brown's bottles that have the blue venting system. These are the options bottles. They have the green venting system, okay? Oh my gosh, I love all the questions. Guys, so if you have questions, chirp them in, right? So send them on in. Julie is behind the curtain of Oz. That is why she is the wizard of Twiniversity. If you see me looking over here, that's because this is where my computer is, and she's sending me the questions as they're coming in. So please, if you have questions, and I see we already have quite a few, but I want to let you know that the new Dr. Brown's options, they're actually not even that new anymore. But yeah, they can easily drive you nuts, Jane. I'm just telling you, but if your baby doesn't need them, I don't think that people really understand the benefit of them. As a mom of a child with severe reflux that she was on an apnea monitor, and I mean, it was very, very bad. So for the first 7 months of my daughter's life, so my twins were born 34 weeks, at 34 weeks, my daughter came home from the hospital after a month. And in the hospital, I never really liked breastfeeding, but I did exclusively pump. And so when I was in the hospital recommended to me that I go and get these Dr. Brown's bottles. So I do love that I'm actually personally getting questions, Julie. So did you, well, I don't know if Twiniversity is getting them, but they do sell this venting system separately, but I am pretty sure that you need the options bottle. Jewel, you know what? We're gonna find out if you could buy the options venting system if you have the old bottles, but I strongly recommend that if you are buying new bottles, that you please, please, please buy the ones with the green venting system, because that means that this bottle could be used with or without this little venting system, okay? So the old version is the blue venting system. So if you got hand-me-down bottles, they're perfectly good, but you cannot use that without the, you cannot use the blue bottle without the venting system. The options bottle literally gives you the option to use it with or without the venting system, okay? Jewel, we're gonna get some links up for you guys too. We're gonna give you some links to Amazon. You don't have to buy it through the link, clearly it is an affiliate link, but if you want to see the exact bottles that we're talking about, Jewel will give you a link to that, okay? So we have a few different links that we're gonna be sending you today. So the first one is, how many bottles do we need, okay? This is not really a hack, this is just regular knowledge. In our little book that we wrote here, we do recommend that you start off with at least 16 bottles, because that's how many feeds a day you are going to be doing. So you're gonna think about this. You're gonna come home from the hospital, you're gonna be on a 3-hour feeding schedule. So for the first month, let's say, right? Let's say all things being equal, for the first month, you are going to be doing a feed of your twinnies every 3 hours, 24 hours a day. That means that you will need that many bottles for the day unless you want to wash them. Alicia, thank you for the love of my book. My book loves you too. I love that, you know, it's still the best-selling book for twins out there. It's pretty awesome. I get really excited. So thank you for all the support. As always, and as you see, I am just a regular mom that wrote something. So if you're thinking about writing a book and you want some information on it, I'll share all my secrets with you. I never mind. So I did use these exclusively. So as a mommy of preemies, they're like, get those bottles. So at the time, we weren't using the preemie bottle. We were using the level 1 nipple. Okay, so now the first tip that I'm going to give you, and Jewel, if you could like bullet point the tips that I'm giving them today, because we did not discuss this beforehand, but we're discussing it now, because that's the joy of live video, is that we get to do things like this. So the first tip that I am going to give you is, when do we change nipples? Okay, so a lot of people say, like, Nat, like, how do I know when I'm gonna go from like a level 1 to a level 2? Or when am I gonna go from a preemie to a level 1? Well, the very first thing that I wanna tell you is you need to know what nipple you are currently using. If you are going to buy a brand new bottle off of the rack, it is going to come with a level 1 nipple. Now, could you guys see this? Could you guys see that it says 1 there? I'm trying to figure out, how am I gonna turn this so you could see? See, look, you see it? Do you see it? That says 1. So on the nipple, it will be written what flow it is. So everybody starts off with a level 1 if you're buying bottles that are new. You need to speak to your doctor before changing nipples, because if your baby has a feeding issue, that could be something. If your baby has any oral motor issues, that could be something. So this is really, honestly, I know that like singleton parents might do this, but this is not something that I recommend that you just do on your own. You should always, always, always speak to your doctor when moving from one level nipple to the next level. Now, how many levels are there? Oh my God, there's so many levels. So you could start off with a preemie if necessary. You do not have to start off with a preemie. I actually recommend that you start off with a level 1. The level is equivalent to the flow. So 1 is the slowest, 2 is faster, 3 is faster, and 4 is the fastest. I believe it only goes up to level 4 with Dr. Brown's, but that means that there is 5 levels in total. There's preemie through level 4. when you are registering, how many of you guys are expecting out there? Raise your paws if you are currently expecting, in the process of registering. We could seriously help you out with this, okay? So yes, level 1, if, like Yvette right now said that level 1 was way too much for her twinnies. So if you are finding that to be true, then you definitely go down to a preemie level, but speak to your doctor about that, okay? Oh, Nicolette is expecting, if you are expecting. So we're gonna register. Now guys, because people are super generous to us and they love us so much, please make sure that you are registering for different levels nipples. So we're gonna get our level 1 that comes in the box, and then we're gonna also register for some level 2, also register for some level 3. That way you know that you have them in the house. Oh my gosh, look at all my expecting families. Yay, guys, I hope you are planning on joining me for Twiniversity class very soon. I am teaching next month. Well, tonight we have a class, but that's a little bit late. I have to be honest, it is sold out. I'm sorry, guys. But we do have a class next month. Jewel, if you could give them a link to our online class, because we do talk about nipples, both these nipples and the ones attached to our boobs. We do speak about them in Twiniversity class. So you do not change the level nipple until you speak to your doctor. But wait, there's more. When you do change the level of your nipples, whether you go from a preemie to a 1 or like a 2 to a 3, it does not matter. Do not trash these until you are really comfortable in your new level nipple. Julie was telling me this morning, and this is something that I've experienced too, is that when you transition, you're so excited to have a transition that you quickly toss these in the trash. Do not toss these in the trash until you know you are comfortably settled. And you never, ever, ever throw out a few level 1s, okay? You keep some level 1s, because if you ever are planning on flying with the twinnies, go back to the level 1. It will take more effort for them to draw the milk out or whatever fluid is in here, causing them to take smaller sips, causing them to do what, guys? What would happen if we take smaller sips? We what? Gulp. We gulp more. And so the more that we gulp, the more it cleans out our ears, right? So if you get that airplane clog, or if you live someplace with a higher altitude, or you're traveling someplace with a higher altitude, please make sure that you keep some level 1 nipples, because it will cause the baby to take smaller sips, sipping more, gulping more, clearing out the little baby ears if they get too pressurized, okay? So that's the literal number 1 tip. It's one of the best tips that I am going to give you, besides, of course, using Dr. Brown's bottles in the beginning. We use so many freaking bottles. I can't believe when I tell you that I was like, this is such a pain in the butt to clean all these pieces, because it is, guys. It is a pain in the butt. There are a lot of components to this, but I will tell you, I swear to you, on a stack of Bibles, you have my hand to God, it is worth the effort. This, truthfully, was one of the only bottles that Anna could use when she was under 6 months, that she wouldn't lose her entire freaking feed. Okay, so please make sure that you are using the correct bottle for your baby, especially if your baby has feeding issues like mine did. Okay, so the first thing is we're talking about nipples. Next thing I want to talk about, crap, I left my new babies outside. There's something called paced feeding. Should I go get, I have a new baby, guys. So Fred and Ginger, I don't know if you know this, Fred and Ginger are, they're getting a little worn out. I've been using them for over a year, and once the dog got to Fred and Ginger one day, and I don't know if you have a dog, but you have a dog that goes like this, and she shakes them like that. Well, Betty Lou got to Fred and Ginger and was shaking them, and let's just say somebody may have lost their head. So our friends at Love to Dream sent me new babies, because they're the ones that initially sent me the babies. But I want to go get a baby, and I want to talk to you, and we're going to do something together. So sit here, and I want everybody to tell me while I'm going what you're making for dinner tonight. Okay, we know your babies are having formula. What are you making to dinner tonight? Go, you have 11 seconds. Da, 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 da. I'm getting my babies. Okay, here's my new babies. All right, guys, I got my babies. I'm coming back. I know there's probably like a rule to like never leaving the camera when you have a live feed. I say, hey guys, Just look at things behind me. Oh, I love it. Jen's having breakfast. I love it. Whatever my husband's making. Leftover baked spaghetti, probably what my kids are having because it was Sunday yesterday. So I did make some delicious macaroni. So that is what my kids will probably be having. All right, guys. Here are my new babies. Guys, I feel like they look like two boys, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't have them in girl clothing. I'm going to buy them some new outfits, right? I think I'm going to go to the Carter's Outlet and I'm going to buy them some new clothes because I really do, yeah, I like to go still baby shopping even though, here, don't get nervous. My mommy was just calling me. I will call her back. So now what I want to do for my next tip is I want to talk about something called paced feeding. This is a big deal. I like that it's a big deal because, and I feel like not enough people actually know. So do we still call them Fred and Ginger? Does their heads turn? I took them out of this pajama. So they're in their little Love to Dream swaddle blankets, which is good because they're naked under here. I don't want to like do that because that's kind of weird. I don't want my babies to be naked. But I want to do something and I want to show you something called pace feeding. We talk about it in our online breastfeeding class, which by the way, if you're expecting or if you are breastfeeding right now, Jen, send me some outfits. I will totally take them. Throw them in the mail. I'll pay for the shipping. Julie, please text Jen and let's get some outfits. Yes, Jen has a sweet little puppy. And so, yeah, we'll totally take her own clothes, her old clothes. So if anybody else has clothes, I really wish that we had like a preemie closet. I wish that I had like a giant house where you could send me all of your preemie clothes and then I get to send them out to people that need them. So maybe someday. All right, so I'm gonna make a quick bottle here and something that I wanna tell you about, I know I have my formula here because I did get that before. Guys, I've been robbed. What is happening today? I swear to you, I took everything out. Oh, there's my formula. I found my formula. I got my formula. It was on the kitchen counter. That's when I sing like Shakira. All right, guys, so I have our formula. I am definitely a dedicated Similac person. And when, as far as formula goes, the Pro Advance, that's so bright. The Pro Advance, guys, this is like super freaking bright. It has this thing called HMO, which is human milk oligosaccharide. So it is the closest thing to breast milk. Clearly it will never be breast milk, but if you have to use a formula, it's definitely one that I would strongly consider. And you could of course speak to your doctor and they will give you the full scoop on that. Okay. Oh my gosh, Alicia's 26.6 pregnant today. I love it. I love all my pregnant mamas. So I got my bottle. I'm gonna make a bottle right now, live on camera from New York City. It's Natalie making a bottle with one hand. I always recommend, okay, and it's not just me, it is like our Twiniversity team. When you are making a bottle, always use the powder, okay? The ready to feed has more preservatives in it because it just has to be better preserved because of bacteria growth and such. When it's the powder, we're not in the same, not danger, because you're never in danger. As long as you use the ready to feed in the recommended time that you're supposed to use it, you're fine. But we always recommend that you go with the powder. The next thing that we recommend is, let's say in the morning, I'm taking these out of the dishwasher, top rack, dishwasher safe, you are totally, totally fine, okay? Top rack, dishwasher safe, that is what you're gonna use. Now, you have to get the dishwasher basket because these little pieces, they could go rogue. So now the Dr. Brown's bottle has 5 pieces. You have the bottle, you have the 2 venting pieces, and then we have the nipple and the collar, okay? Because those are 2 separate pieces as well. So Jen, are you using Dr. Brown's bottles? I know Jen has her tiny little preemie and I'm wondering if she's using them. Guys, Jen doesn't have twins, but we're gonna accept her into our world because she is one of my bridesmaid sisters and a very good friend. So when you're making your formula for the day, I know that this scooper makes 2 ounces if I'm not totally crazy. Yes, so for every 2 ounces of water, I'm using 1 scoop. We're just gonna do 1 just for now, but it's such a mess that when in the morning, when you get up, you take all of your bottles out of the dishwasher, put all of your formula in there for the day. So if I'm making 16 bottles, I'm gonna literally put all of the stuff into the 16 bottles. Okay, that's the first thing because it's a super, super mess. I feel like I'm like inhaling this. Now, next thing is a lot of people are like, oh my God, I have to add the water before I add the formula. I have to add the formula. Guys, do me a favor. Do whatever is easiest for you. I will tell you that it will be a microscopic difference between adding the formula first or the water first. I say always add the formula first because it's always easier to add the water. See, Jen, even singletons, she's using that. Now watch me as I'm going to pour this in. But wait, Nat, what water are you using? Oh, guys, well, I'll tell you. Another hack, tip, whatever you want to call it, please get your water tested, whether you live in a giant metropolis in the middle of Gotham, or you live in the middle of nowhere and you have never even met your neighbor because they're too far and you just can't do it. Or if you're in a bunker somewhere and you're just like, is this well water? Is this city water? No one knows. Well, first of all, congratulations on having Wi-Fi. I think that's pretty wonderful. But I'm actually watching Kimmy Schmidt, which is why I'm thinking about bunkers today. But have your water tested. Okay, so have your local home water tested. You could buy a water testing kit on Amazon. You could go to Home Depot. Most of you, by the way, if you call your city department, like not city council, but like those people, the water people, okay? Call the water people in your neighborhood. Even in New York City, you could do this, by the way. So if you live in New York City, all you do is call 311, okay? Call 311, have your water tested, and now you know. So Alicia was saying that my boss was asking me the other day if we had our water tested, and she was like, no. Well, now you are. I think everybody should have their water tested, whether you lived in this house for 35 years or you just moved in yesterday. It's important to make sure that the water coming out of your faucet is safe for everybody to drink, okay? Yes. All right, so Tamika says she gets overwhelmed with water choices. Tamika, don't get overwhelmed. Buy the water testing kit. Use what comes out of your faucet for free. Okay? Yes, now Home Depot and Lowe's does give you water testing kits, but Jen, do you know that you have to pay to have them read? I love that. Anyway, so we use the water from my tap. I love New York City water. It's the bestest in the westest. I am going to move this baby because I have a hunch that I'm going to spill this water because I should have put it in a container. Look at me doing things. All right, now notice. I roughly put in 2 ounces. Clearly, you are going to use the exact amount. Can I tell you something though? That's pretty damn close to my 2 ounces. Now, yes, I could buy a formula mixing pitcher, so you can make it by the pitcher. But right now for today, I'm gonna tell you that what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make it with my hands. So my hands are clean, my bottle was clean, sterilized or not, entirely up to you, and we'll talk about sterilization in a minute. We're gonna put the top on our bottle, smush it down. Now, a lot of people are like, oh my God, my Dr. Brown's leaks all over the place. Guys, this is where you're going wrong. Do you see that even that little difference of the lip, that will leak? So when you're putting your venting system on, you have to make sure that it is down 100% all of the way. Everybody's like, oh my God, I can't stand those bottles. It's a user issue, significantly more than it is a Dr. Brown's issue. So please make sure that your vent is on correctly, okay? So now once my vent is on correctly, boom, 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 I'm gonna get my collar with my nipple and I'm gonna screw it on. Boom, done, have my bottle. Pause clean, hand on top of the nipple, and then we're gonna sing a song. Dum 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 da dum dum da dum 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 da dum dum da dum. Shake, 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 senora, shake your body line. Okay, look, I'm done. I've now made a whole bottle. When I'm making my bottle, I'm looking to make sure that the solid formula is underneath the bubbles. Guys, make sure that the solid line is under the bubbles. Consider the bubbles like the head of a beer, right? That doesn't count as beer. That's nothing real. So you cannot count that when you are making your bottle. So please be sure. Now, please notice, what's that, Nat? Why are you using such a giant bottle for making such a tiny baby a bottle? Well, guys, I'll tell you. When you're buying your bottles, only buy the 8-ounce wide neck. We did a price comparison. Truth be told, these are not that huge of a price difference. So this is a 5-ounce bottle. This is a 9-ounce bottle. Which one do you think you're gonna use longer, guys? Hello, how are you? We're gonna be using this for a lot longer, okay? So look, some people are saying, I'm trying to see who that was, but you said that your city comes out to test it. Wait a second. So Lauren just said, when I called Dr. Brown's, they said not to shake, swirl instead. No, here's why you can't swirl. I'm sorry. I'm not saying that I'm going against what Dr. Brown's is saying, but I'm just telling you. If you swirl only and there was a little bit of condensation in the bottom from when you washed it in the dishwasher, you're not going to get it out there. And plus, if there's any chunks, you know how long you're going to be swirling? You can't. You have to shake. I'm sorry. You have to shake. And you have to make sure that there's no clumps. So you're always going to look at the bottom of the bottle, just like that, to make sure that nothing is sticking to it. All right, so I just made that bottle. We talked about the water. We talked about the size of the bottle. We're gonna buy it so that we don't have to, questions are coming in. I'm getting so confused. We talked about the size of the bottle. We talked about the swirl versus the shake. We talked about how to make sure that we don't get it to leak. We talked about the nipple size. We talked about a lot, guys. So if you're just joining us now, which by the way, Julie, we need to do something. Guys, what time is it? Why aren't you reminding me? Does nobody want to win a... It's that time. If you would like to win a blank, say blank time. Yes, thanks, Jewel. Thanks so much. We're talking now for a half hour. There are too many questions. I'm trying to get to them all. Oh, wait, guys, watch my brains. We are going to give away, okay, a 3-pack bottle of the wide neck Dr. Brown's bottles, okay? Thank you, Ashley. So you shout out prize time if you would like to win a prize. And so if you want to win a 3-pack bottle of the Dr. Brown's bottles, which is a really sweet gift. First of all, I honestly, you gotta believe me when I tell you that this is it. No, you're gonna wait for the bubbles to calm down, and they're not gonna get the bubbles, Amy, so don't get too stressed about that. So if you want to win a 3-pack of Dr. Brown's bottles, all you have to say is shake, 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 because that's what I was just singing. Shake, 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 senora, shake your body. Wait, that's from what movie? You know what movie that is. You can't say it 3 times, so don't even type it 3 times because now I'm scared. So Julie will pick a winner. She'll let me know who is going to win this 3-pack bottle of the Dr. Brown's bottles. We have so many prizes, guys, you have to remember. So if for some reason I get distracted and Julie gets distracted because we're answering all of your questions, when I would say in the next 5 minutes, just say prize time again, okay? And then I'll remember. Okay, so now the clumping. Going back to that question, we had, how did we keep the formula from clumping up when you make more ounces? So you really, I would say the best thing is to really just pay attention. It should not clump up. And when you shake it enough, you should not have any clumping issues. Now, I love it. I love the shake, 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 Senora, by the way. I love my people. You guys, no, Julie, I told you not to say Beetlejuice 3 times. Great. What if we had a twin mom Beetlejuice thing? That would be super spooky. So yeah, so Julie's gonna pick a winner, and now let's get to some more questions. We actually do. We're getting a lot of questions, which is great. I love that you guys are getting the questions, and please make sure that you're joining us for class. Hello, how are you? That's what we're gonna give away next, okay? So we're gonna give away a seat in our next month's class that I am teaching. So now here is my, my little computer, which by the way, we just got new stickers made. So they just say our parents made the honor roll at Twiniversity. And then we also just got bumper stickers made. You know how there's cars and you see cards and it's my kid is on the honor roll. We just got bumper stickers that say my parents made the honor roll at Twiniversity. I just thought that was, or parents of honor roll twins or something like that. I don't remember, but it's so cute. So if you make the honor roll at Twiniversity, there may be more prizes in your future. All right, so now let's do this. Any thoughts on mixing formula, a pitcher at a time, or the Dr. Brown's pitcher? So that is definitely one option. So you can make, this is not the Dr. Brown's pitcher for the record, although it kind of looks like this. This is my own iced tea pitcher. I bought it at a garage sale for 25 cents. Heidi, congratulations. Everybody say congratulations to Heidi. She's the winner of our bottles today. So this is my quarter pitcher that I bought. I think it might actually be, it's from Pampered Chef. I bought it literally for a quarter at a garage sale. But I will tell you right now that there may be a new option which we could eliminate the bubbles. We could eliminate the measuring. Guys, look what I have. I'm not giving one away today, and I'm sorry. But look what we just got. So we're now playing with baby Bretza, which is really, really exciting because I have to say that in Twiniversity classes, this is probably one of the things that comes up the most. So do you buy a formula maker? And I say, honestly, yeah. If you have the budget for it, I definitely think that this is a good way to go. And you could use the Dr. Brown's bottles in this with literally no problem. So why I don't think this is a bad idea is, first of all, it makes the formula in seconds. There's 3 different temperature settings, so whether you want to use warm, cold, or room temperature, it works with all major brands of formula. You like put in this digital code. It's fully digital. It's kind of fancy. This is the new Formula Pro. Stay tuned, guys. You know that there'll be something for your future. But why I like it is you could put any size bottle in here and you could tell it how many ounces you want. So my biggest issue, if I had to have one big issue, the biggest issue is that you can only use one formula. It doesn't have 2 different formula things. So if you have twins on 2 different formulas, that may be an issue. If you're using this now, let me know. So yeah, the water tank holds 50 ounces, so it will definitely get you quite the difference. But I'm telling you right now, I'm kind of falling in love with that, and I have a little bit of feeding envy because it's the bottle warmer, it's the bottle maker, it's the formula mixer, everything all in one. You can't beat that. So it makes bottles, I'm telling you, Amy, it is so quick. I thought, well, it also depends on the temperature that you're using it, right? So I'll have to start my baby making homework now with this live. Oh, Judette, are you baby making? That's the best part of being a parent, is the baby making. And then it's kind of downhill from there. I don't know, but as a mom of IVF, we still had a lot of fun trying. It's always exciting to try. It just wasn't working out. So we had the baby making time plus the scientific shots all over my body time. Always good. Any IVF mamas out there? Holla! Yes, I really would have said that I only wanted one, but yeah. Marnie was saying no. Hold on, I gotta scroll down. My baby will not wait for me to warm a bottle. So this actually will come out warm. So that's one thing that I wanted to tell you, okay? So that is an option. If you don't want to make a picture, if everybody's using the same formula, I would recommend the Advanced Pro, like I said, and I do strongly always recommend the powder over the Ready to Feed any freaking day of the week. Holla, my IVF mamas! I love it. IUI mamas. Sorry, my IUI mamas. I didn't mean to leave you out. Don't get mad at me. All right. I love it. Okay, the baby pretzel looks great. I was just, yeah, I know. It's so much. I don't know if people, this one is $1.99. They do make them less expensive, but my thing is truthfully, if you're going to go for it, just really think about going for the bigger one because it has the bigger reservoir, so you'll have to fill it up less. Okay, we have so many other things to give away. So let's give away a class. We have so many expecting families right now. Jewel, is that okay? Could we give away a prize time to our expecting mamas? If you would like to win a seat in next month's Twiniversity class, which will be the end of February, so the last 2 Mondays in February, if you would like to join me, Miss Natalie Diaz, that is who you will be joining. We will have at least 4 hours, probably closer to 5 hours, separated over 2 nights where you get to join me. We will cover all topics from what to do, like the differences between a twin pregnancy and a singleton pregnancy, and then we do mistakes new parents make. And I know Alazan, if you are one of my Twiniversity students, tell them that it's not the worst time that you ever spent it. I would love to know if you still are using tips that I gave you guys in class. That would warm my little baby heart. So if you would like to win a seat in our class, just say, save a seat for me. Save a seat for me, that is all I want to do. This class will be, I'm actually fine with, if you want to join me in New York, I will totally give you a seat if you're in the New York City area. So if you would like to win a seat in our class, I'm telling you right now, it is yours to have. So you could have it in, we're just going to give away seats. So whether you live in Houston, whether you live in Chicago, New York City, or none of those and want to join us online, that is where you will be. I love all of you. I love it. So yes, so save me a seat. Jewel, pick a winner and let me know who is going to win. So let's go back to the actual tips that I actually printed out for you guys that I wanted to. Utah was just calling me. Don't know what Utah is doing. But I wanted to talk to you. The whole thing, the reason why we started is because I wanted to talk about paste feeding. So guys, what I want to tell you is this, something called paste feeding, and we talk about it in our online breastfeeding class. Okay, maybe we could give one of those away too. Ooh, how exciting. So what the difference is if you are exclusively bottle feeding, a lot of people are like chug, 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 chug. Do not chug, 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 chug at first. Start slow and steady. Oh, Amy, Twiniversity loves you too. So start slow and steady. And so there's something called pace feeding. So instead of gulping, you're going to literally make the baby choose how fast they're going to drink this bottle. Yes, I know, everybody. I should have totally freaking got a bib. Listen, I'm trying my best here. All right, guys, I'm just trying my best. So what I really want you to do is I want you to consider doing something called pace feeding. This is especially important if you have babies that have reflux or if you're doing a combination of boob time and bottle. Because when you have the baby to the tap, so to speak, they really do have to draw the fluid out of your body. It doesn't just kind of leak into their mouth. But even on the level 1, it still is going to come out. See, it's not fast, but it's still enough. So you want to do something called pace feeding. That is something I strongly advise. We have articles on it. I believe we have articles on it. There's YouTube videos on it. But that's something that I want to make sure that you guys are doing. Okay, now next. Another crazy tip that I'm going to give you, and I'm quickly realizing that this live feed could easily go into the 3-hour mark because I could talk about bottle feeding for days as a mama who exclusively bottle fed. But what I want you to do is, when you're in the hospital, they typically have like these bins. And the bins could be used for washing your baby. They could be used as a basin for you taking a little sponge bath. Oh my God, Jewel, tell me who won the class. So what, Lauren Fernandez won the class. Oh no, he has something to say to you. Congratulations, Lauren Fernandez, on winning the class. Guys, that's so nice of this baby. He has such great manners, or she has such great manners, I don't even know yet. My hair is going rogue too, guys. Hold on, I have to put this down. I literally, because Julie knows that I have some weird issues, and one is when I have a hair that goes rogue. Am I tall enough today? I'm already pretty much close to 6 feet, and then when I have my hair, I like to be like close to 6'4". This is what makes me happy in my life. So, you get this bin from the hospital. When you get that bin, bring it on home. And if they don't give you one, you could ask for one. But fill it up with sudsy water and put it into the sink. So that way, as you go through your bottles during the day, take all the pieces apart, put them into the sudsy water, and that way you will always be able to kind of get the grime out of the bottom. Now, when you get your Dr. Brown's bottles, it comes with this little cleany thing. Look, I could use it to clean my camera. So you get one of these. This will clean all the pieces, the nipple. It'll really, you could use this as a tiny little scrubby thing, especially when it comes to the vent, because you do have to clean it, okay? So you have to clean these pieces. Let me show you right now what I'm talking about. So see this in here? There's those little venting pieces. Somebody's calling me. I wonder who it is. I'm excited from Utah. So you gotta use this little brushy thing. Hello, little brushy thing. And then you clean it, and I clean my bottle. It's so much fun. Everybody's doing it. And then you could also clean, of course, the vent. And this is really important because the thing is this gets super gross, so it is very important that you use the bottle rack, because if you put it on the spindle of the dishwasher, no freaking water is going to go into this venting system. I love this. I also use this, by the way. My daughter uses this to clean her paintbrushes because it's actually a little bit hard bristled. So that's what all of the baby gear in my house, my twins, now that they are the ripe age of 14, find so many uses for it. I'm telling you that Happy Family, apples, oats, blueberries is like my kid's favorite snack. Also my snack. I wish it didn't have so many carbs, just saying. But we find so many different weird uses for the products that I get in this house. It's so awesome. So get the bin, soak it up, easier to clean. That's that. Now, next thing, at the end of the day, when you are getting ready, okay, when you are getting ready to go to sleep and you're loading up the dishwasher, count your bottles. Guys, I am telling you now, if this goes rogue and this rolls onto the couch, it is going to smell like dead animal in days. So at the end of every single day, please, because you have so many bottles and you can't just be like, oh, I have 4. There's 4. I could see that with my eyes. Count your bottles every day. Otherwise, it will be so disgusting. You will not be able to handle it. Okay? So please, end of every day, soak them in the sudsy water. Make sure you count them and then load them in the dishwasher. Now, if you're going to hand wash them, I do recommend that you use a bottle soap. So something specifically made for baby bottles, all right? I know we could say, sure, we could use Dawn, we could use like Palmolive, whatever. I honestly believe that those could sometimes be a little too harsh, right? Because they get on the baked on oil of my lasagna. We don't need anything that significant. So Dr. Brown's does make a soap, or you could buy some kind of other organic soap, but try to get something that's more plant-based. It's just more, it's easier on the bottles, it's better to wash, so please make sure that you are getting a soap that is exclusively used for this. Now, do you have to worry about this in the dishwasher? Not so much, because the rinsing cycle of a dishwasher is very different than the rinsing cycle of your sink, all right? So just know that if you're going to hand wash bottles, really, really, really consider using a soap that is a little bit more environmentally friendly, or I like the plant-based ones, and Dr. Brown's does make one, and it smells absolutely fantastic, okay? Count the bottles, dishwasher basket, water testing kit. We're hitting all of our marks, and because we have more prizes to give, guys, what time is it? I feel like I'm like in the WWF. Remember that day when they were like, what time is it? So if you would like to have some prize time, let's give away 2 things at once. All right, Jewel, this is going to be a double prize. Are you ready? Can I have a drum roll, please? We are going to give away a 6-pack of Dr. Brown's bottles in addition to our live breastfeeding class. I'm going to have no voice for tonight's online class. I will have no voice. If you would like to win the Dr. Brown's prize pack, which is going to be 6 8-ounce wide neck bottle, my favorite, and you are going to also get the Twins online breastfeeding class, which was done by me and Judy, edited by Julie, and I think that there was literally so many hands in this freaking online classes pot. It's crazy. It took us 2 years, almost 2 years, Jewel? Pretty much. I feel like, yeah, 2 years. Do you think it's 2 years or longer than that? I don't know how long it is, but if you want to win, all you have to say is, thank you, Dr. Brown's. So just say thanks to our friends at Dr. Brown's because they keep giving us so many prizes to give away. If you come to a class in person, it took us 1 year. Thanks, Julie. I have no idea. But I bought the Kajabi that we used over 2 years ago. So I'm still going to say it took us 2 years. So if you take a class in New York City, Chicago, or Houston, you actually leave with a giant swag bag, which includes Dr. Brown's bottles, because they're so generous. And in addition to the bottles, they give us other products to give away too. I don't know if you know, but Dr. Brown's makes more stuff besides bottles. So they do make the Transition Sippy Cup, which you could use your Dr. Brown's bottles and get an additional top. They make pacifier wipes. They make, these are my favorite, Julie knows. So they make face wipes. They make nose and face wipes. I love it. I love the way these things smell. And at trade shows, this is the first thing that I steal because I like to use it throughout the entire trade show. I absolutely, I can't ever say that word. Candela. Come on, guys. How do we say that word? Because I can't say it. I can't hear you, so I'm not going to be able to say it right. So yes, I love that you guys are saying Dr. Brown's. The other thing that we really, really like is we love their micro steam bags. Okay, their micro steam bags are absolutely fantastic. Whether you are steaming your breastfeeding parts, or you're steaming your nipples, or steaming pacifiers, whatever it is. Not literally steaming your nipples, but your bottle nipples, guys. I just want to be clear so that I don't get sued and say somebody said that I should be steamed. Do not steam your nipples. Okay? No nipple steaming. No, Jewel, I'm still not going to do it. I'm still not going to pronounce that. Calendula, how's that? Did I do good? It's one of those words. There's another word that I cannot say. That's one of them. And it's not that I can't say it like I can if I go slow, but the other word I cannot say, and I have to say it this way in order to say it. Caricature. okay? That word, caricature, I have a very hard time saying it, and like it just doesn't spill off my tongue. There's words that I don't know why, but like my grandfather can never say cinnamon, and I always thought that he was kidding. And I was like, Grandpa, you're so crazy. The man literally couldn't say cinnamon, and here I am making fun of him. And then I realized years later that I can't say caricature. I'm saying it, look, because I'm thinking of carrot. Carrot, that's what my husband makes me do. My husband makes me slow down and say these words. Yara! Yara is winning the class. I love it so much. Congratulations to Yara. You're going to win the bottles and our breastfeeding class, which you could take at your leisure. Love it, love it, love it. But the microsteam bags, awesomely fantastic. Please don't steam your nipples, only your bottle nipples. Guys, we have to wrap this up. I'm so sorry. We had so many other tips to give you, including how to tell bottles apart if your kids are using different formula. My quick thing is use nail polish, Mabel's Labels, or Dr. Brown's makes bands. Get rid of the vent as soon as you can. Speak to your doctor beforehand. Sterilizing, we talked about. Dish soap, we talked about. Formula and why powder is best, we talked about. BPA free. Do you guys even know why BPA free is important and why you should not be buying bottles from the dollar store? So we didn't talk about sterilizers. Candace, don't hate me. But why, first of all, why I want to tell you that BPA is so important. So it's bisphenol free, so BPA free, so bisphenol is what it is. So these bottles are bisphenol free. And why, I wrote it down because I have to read from it because I get so nervous. But basically, BPA has been linked to fertility problems, male impotence, and heart defects. Totally true. Now, it's an industrial chemical and it gets seeped into food. It has a super negative effect on infants, which could cause brain issues, developmental issues. So we always want to use items that are BPA free. And I know you guys might be like, oh my God, I'm going to buy this because it's cheap. Please make sure that whatever you're using for your children, okay? Anything for your children, which is why I know you want to use glass. Glass is really, really heavy, guys. That's going to take a long time for your twinnies to hold their little bottles. I should have something. What did I move from back there? I don't even remember what that was. But please make sure that you are, it makes me so mad when my foster babies come to me with cheap store brand bottles. Marnie, I totally hear you. It's something that really, really, really bothers me too. I don't think that people know why. Just like when people say breast is best, I don't really think that, that people understand why. I mean, we could go on for days and we will definitely do this again. So guys, I have to go back to reality. I'm gonna get ready for tonight's online class. Please join us for an online class. And at the end of this, I would love if you went over to the Dr. Brown's page just to say thank you. Guys, I think we should give away one more prize, one more prize, one more prize. It's time to give away one more prize. I can't put my arms around you. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I think it's time for one more prize. Yeah? You want to do it? Oh my God, let's do it. Let's give away another 6-pack of the Dr. Brown wide neck 9-ounce bottles. Shall we? Shall we? Let's do that. Little baby, what should we say? One more prize. I'm gonna put, who sang that, guys? Put my arms around you one more time. Da-da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh my God, it's gonna drive me crazy. What the heck is that friggin' song? No, AJ, I can't. AJ, please, I could tell you about how I should be writing songs, of which, by the way, nobody would buy, but I sing them to you. Why do I have to do anything for more than just us? All right, guys, so for a 6-pack of the Dr. Brown's wide neck bottles, all I want you to say is, this is so simple, and maybe this is like, this is just what I need today, but could you just say, thank you, Twiniversity? I would love that. To say thanks, Jules, say thanks to anybody and the Twiniversity team, shout it out. I love it. Guys, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna have such a great year at Twiniversity, you can't even imagine. I know I say this every year, but I really do mean it every year. Like we have never gone down. We have literally only gone up. Our reach is crazy. The things that we could do for people around the country are absolutely insane. Absolutely crazy. And I'm floored that almost 100 people were with us a few minutes ago on this live feed. It's just amazing. So I don't know, do you come for the prize? Do you come for the education? Do you come to hear me sing? Do you come to meet the new babies? I don't even know. I don't care why you come. If your kids are 40 years old and you're like, I'm so bored with my day, but I saw Twiniversity is on. If I entertained you for 5 minutes, I've done my job. If I could entertain you and teach you at the same time, holy cow, mind blown, brains all over the wall. That's how it goes. But that is what I absolutely love to do. And I couldn't do it without my team, truthfully. And you guys know that. So I don't know if you remember Twiniversity before we had like the mom squad. The mom squad just makes us run so flawlessly. We can help anybody. If you guys have micro preemies, you're experiencing postpartum depression, you want us to cover a topic that you don't see, you know that I'm coming to your area and you want to meet up with me like Marnie. Like, I love that. I absolutely love that. And Marnie, did Jules tell you that I want to come to Baby Palooza, whatever that is? MommyCon, that's what it is. I want to come to MommyCon. I'm going to try to get up there if you guys want to meet up. Jewel will be in Chicago. I'll be in New York. Everything is happening. But Jen, I love that you come for me. That makes me so happy. Candace, you are our winner. It is time for Candace to win some bottles. Candace won. She won a 6-pack of bottles. I thank Maxwell House for the coffee, which gives me energy to do these live feeds. All right, guys, back to reality I go. Candace, you are very welcome. To the rest of my team, I love you guys, and my team is not just Julie. It is literally all of our Twiniversity fans. Please, 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 yes, leave us a review on our Facebook page. Write a little description. I really think that a lot of people have a hard time understanding. Sure, I'll come up to Canada, but not now. It's a little too cold. Please don't hate me. So is it Timmy T? What are we singing? Jen said that too. Is that who sang that song? Now I'm literally gonna go have to freaking listen to this music. All right, guys, I'll probably see you for coffee talk tomorrow. I have some more prizes to give away. I'm very excited about it. I know exactly what I'm going to be giving away tomorrow morning. So if Julie allows me, I probably will be on around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I will see you at 9 a.m. for my coffee talk. I don't know where my coffee is right now. I need another cup. Kids, make sure that your notifications are turned on. Do not miss anything that happens with me. Maybe we should name this baby Timmy T now. That's all I have to say. One more try. Or is it one more time? I don't know, Allison. I have to figure it out. All right, kids. I love you guys. Have the best day ever. Congrats to all of our winners. Love to everybody who didn't win, but there's more prizes coming up. Okay, guys? Love you guys. Have the best day ever. Thank you. Oh, wait a second. One more thing. The virtual baby shower is tomorrow. Do not forget to join us at 8 p.m. Eastern. I think that's what it is. Julie will put up a link. I will see you guys tomorrow. So I'm telling you, I told you we're getting better and better. See you guys tomorrow. Bye, kids.